What's up, gamers, gamers, and gameheads? My name is John, and welcome to FallStreak. So this is a little game that I found on little itchy.io. IO. Why do I always say EO? It's IO. But yeah, it's new, it's fresh, and the creator of this is named Sentai Surdice. I hope I said that right. I probably didn't. Sorry, but I just put it in ding. But yeah, so this is like basically a psychological fantasy visual novel, and it's like, alright, I can get behind this. I saw some of the art, and I saw like the synopsis, or like the summary of it. I'll give you what it's about a little bit. Psychological fantasy visual novel. The land of Sokontrin, a hidden garden surrounded by a border of reality distorted mist. FallStreak tells a tale of excuse me if I'm going to say this wrong. Adelis Court. Oh yay, finish. Adelis Courtard, a young girl that enters timeless golden dreams when she falls asleep. How are her dreams related to the fire of collapse, a mysterious disaster 10 years ago in which prismatic flames rain from the sky? Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry, I ate something before. Oh, it's coming out from the sky. And how does it connect from with her the ultimate goal? Escape from her closed world of Sokontrin. I hope I said that. Sokontrin. I hope I said that right. FallStreak is a linear visual novel that combines elements of traditional storytelling with modern components of dark fantasy and psychological thriller to create a unique narrative experience. Alright, I can get that. And the feature is writing is 80,000 word script. The character sprites have 13 unique character sprites. Alright, background is 30 plus unique BGs backgrounds. Alright, illustrations 12 events CGs. Alright, original soundtrack 23. Alright, content advisory, deception of extreme violence and cruelty are contained within FallStreak. Heavy psychological themes are also prevalent. Alright, so let's continue. If you guys want to read more about it, the more info, I'll put the link in the description for so it's serious. So enough of me rambling, let's just get to the story, shall we? Of this new story start. And apparently we're the main protagonist, which is a little girl. Peering down from the sky above, a golden eye strains to remain open as sleepy tugs as its eyelids. A solitary house lies draped in its fading warmth, nestled in the land like an egg waiting to hatch. As its side stands as a withered old tree, the swing that hangs from it rests in utter stillness, lacking in any wind to stir it. Oh, this is pretty nice. Oh, so we already got the... Alright, there's a lolly right there. Oh, God. Main character. Alright. Within the house, silence settled softly around the figure of a sleeping young girl, like a downy feather of a newborn chick. Looks like we're going to dreamland. Her eyes flicker and shift as she begins to awaken. Oh. Alright. The first breath of awakening escapes from my lips as the world fades into the view like after a dream. A ceiling different from the one that belongs to my bedroom could be seen dappled in gold light. I see. Upon falling, I don't know if this is her talking or not. Alright, I see. Upon falling asleep, I had returned to this place. Okay, never mind. A timeless realm that existed somewhere between the waking world and the world of dreams. A place where one never went hungry and the sun never moved from its spot in the sky. Once again, I was back at that place. Oh, I like that. That's pretty cool. Adelis. No, time wasn't an issue in the Golden Dream. Sitting around became unbearable rather quickly. Let's go outside. Oh, that's nice. Oh, nice sound effect. We're good. The vivid golden light of an eternal sunset fills my vision as I exit the house. With no particular destination in mind, I start moving my legs toward the horizon. Ha, Gorenia! Eventually the house behind me, I know I probably said the lyrics wrong with that, but I was just BSing. Eventually the house behind me shrieks to but a tiny dot in the distance. But even then, green grass is only the thing that stretches out before me. I had done this many times already, I knew, excuse me. The Golden Dream was a rapid world. No matter what direction you went, if you continued in a straight line, you always ended up back at the house, isolated and closed off. It wasn't wrong to think of the Golden Dream as a prison, but if so, the waking world is sculptured in was just as much of a prison. It's gonna be a hassle to walk a full loop back around the house. Ah, you're here. A presence had appeared at my side during my aimless wandering. Though calling it a presence was a bit of a stretch, seeing how I couldn't see, hear, or touch it. How then did I know it was there? Well, let's just say there was a lot of things that doesn't make sense in this place. Good evening, Tubby. Who you calling Tubby? Tubby. Tubby, a childish name I'd given immaterial being a long time ago upon noticing it for the first time. Since Tubby didn't exactly have much to work with in the terms of characteristics, I had never been able to come up with a better name. You could have said Toby or like something like that instead of calling him Tubby. Oh, well, you like the name Tubby, don't you? Though Tubby appeared at my side during the stays in the Golden Dreams every now and then, it was hard to say it was offered much in the form of a company. Though there are things I could only do when you're around. Lowering myself to the grass, I start visualizing a bicycle in my head. I try to conceptualization. Oh god, what the hell? Ah, that itched. I try to conceptualizing every aspect of the bike that I can, from its metal frame to its air-filled tires. I even go to the extreme mile and imagine a cute little bell perched on the handlebars. Concentrating deeply, I shut my eyes. With a slow inhale, I bring my contemplation on the image to the peak. Exhale. Upon opening my eyes, I found the very vessel I reached before me, as if I had been there all along. Wow, it came out pretty nice. Let's give it a go. I tried mounting the bike. Oh, but the poor contraption immediately falls apart under my weight, sending me plummeting to the ground with a heroic faceplant. That's funny. I don't know why, but whenever Tubby is with me tinkering around with the fabric of this world becomes possible. There are limits to what I can do, though. Anything I try to insist possesses complete fettling to my vision. So complications arise if I don't truly understand what I'm trying to conceive. Though I understand the general theory behind how the bike works, when you get down to nitty-gritties, it's a complex machine that requires many parts to work together in harmony to perform its function. Oh well, not planning on being a bicycle mechanic when I grow up anyways. Ha ha ha, you're funny. Disheartened, I detached the bell from the broken down bike and gave it a ring as I resumed my journey on foot. Oh god, it scared me. Alright, but it only creates a dull and pitiful sound like clapped wood before crumbling to dust in my hand. Well, looks like we can cross building bills off our list of ambitious dreams as well. Upon returning to the house, I stopped and pondered the motionless swing under the tree. Several hours I had probably already passed. Not that it only really mattered. Before I knew it, the swing was creaking and groaning overhead like a grandpa cajoled into giving a kid a piggyback ride. As I sway through the air, my thoughts stray on a particular avenue. I wonder if God was. The nature and veracity of such of existence aside, it was an implication of being all-knowing that interested me. Omniscience, in a way. It could only be said I possessed a certain degree of when it came to a golden dream. There is nothing that ever happens here without my knowledge after all, because nothing changes in this place unless I dictated or defined so. I wonder if it's the same. I wonder if it's God's perspective. The universe doesn't change change unless they dictate or define so. If so, I can't think of some ominous as anything as more than a curse. In my time in the Golden Dream has taught me anything, it's the experiences, new events beyond your control as an irreplaceable treasure. There is a beauty having things happen even when you do not will them to. Alright, excuse me. But looking forward to a hopeful tomorrow full of seemingly endless possibilities is a privilege of a transcendence and unknown. Wow, actually, this girl is smart. Alright. For an obstinate being, nothing is random, nothing is unexpected, and nothing is unknown. Tomorrow would only hold the promise of a predetermined eternality. It would be like being trapped in a golden dream forever. Just imagining it feels suffocating. Anyway, your turn, Tubby. I'm sorry, it's pretty funny. Bringing the swing to a halt, I take a seat on the grass and cover my ears. Darkness fills my vision as I shut the everlasting sunset from my eyes. This girl has quite the imagination, I'm not gonna lie. If there was one thing they kept my mind from breaking, is the golden purgatory. It was only if I had Tubby up by my side. Even though Tubby had never acts on its own without my input or prompting, the fact that this is a presence allows me to believe in a will other than my own is my lifeline. When I let go of my ears and open my eyes, I briefly hear the sound of creaking. Looking back, I catch the sight of swing gliding into the air. Thunk! Ow! I flop graciously on my back as the swing crashes into my forehead. You're such a bully, Tubby. Though everything had transpired according to my design, putting the blame on Tubby instilled much needed color to bleak reality. It'd be nice if we could play together. Playing on the swing wasn't as much fun when there was no one to push you. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, a planetary? Oh, that's so freaking dope. I like the texture and the art here. Oh my god, I like the symbols right here. Yo, oh shit. That's freaking cool. I actually want something like this. This is pretty cool. Or like go somewhere like this. I always ended up finding myself here, don't I? My cradle's in my cage. The Celestial Library. That was the name I have given the sprawling room painted over the stars. Space was distorted in several rooms in a golden dream, but it was only here that I felt like the heavens itself were spreading out before you. What should I read today? Books that couldn't be found in the waking world, and books that spoke of the universe beyond Socontrin's closed realm. There was nothing in this garden was known, and I had left unread. But it wasn't like I had anything else to do. Picking out a book at random, I settled down on a comfy alcove on the second floor. Go ahead and read too, Tubby. I shut my eyes for a bit as I addressed Tubby. When I reopen, then an open book can be seen lying on the floor by my side. Now, what do we have here? None of the books in the celestial library had but all of it was taken by a quick glance at the first sentence for me to discern the book's contents. It's been a long time since I read this one, or perhaps it hasn't been that long at all. A world of only one. It was a story about such a world, as if reflecting the heart of their soul reader. It was the theme that many of the books in this library shared. Now then, take me away once more. Let me slip and fall between the pages, the lines. If only for a moment, I shall dream. Huh. Oh. Once upon a time, there was a world that had lost all but one to time. Oh, this is something else. This is kind of like, oh, she's a doll. She's a doll, and this is like showing time and space with dream and reality. I like this concept. Funny enough, I'm actually making a story, something related to this. Not the story of this story, but something to my own content. Wow. A lone girl who did not know the warmth of others, yet longed for it still. One day, she beheld her reflection in the water and had a thought. If the person on the other side were to come over here, I would no longer be alone. It was a simple and childish wish. Yet the girl poured her everything into that wish. Seconds, minutes, hours, days, months, years, decades, centuries, millennium. The girl created many selves as time ticks talked away. One made of wood, one made of clay, one made of proclaim, and one made of plastic. She crafted those selves without end. Dolls that were very splitting images of that even moved as she might. Yet, it was not enough for the girl. For a while, those dolls could move. It was only that when she manipulated them to do so. A self that had their own thoughts and moved their own will, the girl labored without the end bring such a self into the world. Until at last she was finally able to fulfill her wish. A beautiful doll created in the girl's own image and dressed in trim of the 7 colors. Upon seeing in its eyes, upon for the first time, the girl's voiced the first greeting in her life. Hello, dear dreamer. However, the doll could only stare in silence, for it did not know of the words. The girl smiled deeply and widely from the bottom of her heart. For even if it was a doll did not know of words, it should know of smiles. That was the girl's thought, or rather wished for it. You must have so many questions. So let me show you, you naughty and nil. My all fulfilled. Taking the doll's hand in hers, the girl turned into the water surface, where 2 reflections rippled like the turning of the tails page, the jostling of the unpinned bookmark. Myself, monochrome, of 7 colors. I am you, you are me. I am you and you are me. The puppet, the puppeteer, no more. I am you and you are me. Words spoken with a smile. They carried meaning the doll could not grasp. Yet somehow the doll felt it understood. This beautiful world I've always longed to share with someone. Won't you come and play with me? The world had not changed by the doll entering it. Yet, to the girl, it felt like the world she had known for the time immemorially had been reborn. It was as the life that the girl had only been able to dream of. She showed the doll many things, teaching it, blessing it with old experiences made new. Laughing, playing, they collected precious treasures together. Memories, dreams. The 2 held them in their hands. Warm little stones plucked from the sky and placed in the buckets of the water and sand. Then one day, as they gazed over the sprawling field of the world that they belong that belonged all to them. The girl asked the doll a question. Is it fun? A simple, straightforward question, one the doll should have been able to answer. Yet, in the end, they could only cock its head. What is fun? I understand, but at the same time, I do not. That answer is good enough for me. Is it? Yes. The reason you're not sure what fun is, it's because it's all you know, excuse me. Having never felt its absence, you are unable to fully grasp its presence. Huh. Winter bite gives form to summer light. The cold of night makes the sun bold and bright. Oh, I think I get it. The girl's words made the doll wonder about something. Will you show me unfun things as well? Of course! It's important to experience all the colors of life. Even sadness is necessary, sweet pain, because it lets you know what happiness is. It's not enough just to be happy. Even if one's the utmost happiness, it is but a hollow construct in a vacuum, if not complemented or contrasted by other colors of life. Hollow. Hollow. A coin with only one side is meaningless. Coins only have definitions and values because they have two sides that they can be judged relative to each other. You can't flip a coin and call it heads or tails if there's only one side, can you? You can't. The girl giggled when the doll nodded in understanding. My voice is cracking me, I'm sorry. Though she was playful like this, she was very wise. There was never a moment when the doll was not learning something from her. Listen well, dear dreamer. A monochrome happiness has no value. Pleasant tints, painful shades, and tone that may meld two together, they are all treasured. It is for that reason they are adored in seven colors. Even things that are painful and sad should be wished for. That was what the girl said. But if all the colors must be, if there is something that must not be, if a canvas graced by all of the colors of life, it was what it sought. Is a blank canvas what is not? As if reading the doll's thoughts, the girl shook her head. A canvas that is blank can simply be painted over. No, what must not be allowed is a canvas that never is shared. Something changed about the girl at the moment. Yes, no matter how many canvases teeming with color you paint. Ooh. If they are not shared, they are not truly complete. A voice that had always been full of brightness and warmth is now dyed a colored, cold and distant shade. Did you know, dear dreamer? You know what? I think I'm gonna leave it up for right now. I think this has been a good enough episode. Like, holy crap, this already got me hooked up, man. I want to know more about this, but I got a knockout soon, man. This is a great story. I love it. I love the art and the background music that goes with this. Honestly, I love how it's constructed too. Like, holy crap, dude. All right. So without further ado, guys, I hope you guys have a good night, good evening, good morning, wherever you're from, and peace out and sayonara. And don't forget to check out the game in the description down below, and give a like to freaking Zelda Citius, and give some love, share out this game more, man. Like, yeah. All right, guys, bye.